So hello everyone, clear? So welcome to the lecture of hello everyone, welcome to the lecture of Mastering Geography Through MCQs, and welcome to Unacademy Studios Race channel, which is the largest channel for the UPSC preparation. Clear? And my name is Vijay Kumar, and I am going to come with some of the innovative courses on geography. Clear? And one such innovative course which I have designed, that is Mastering Geography Through MCQs in 100 lectures. So please you do follow each and every lecture so that you will be clearly understanding what the clear concept of geography is. Every basic point I have covered in all these MCQ section. So please try to follow these lectures from the starting so that you would be mesmerizing until the final end. Like when you reach the final session, you would be understanding, like you have learnt many concepts by understanding the geography. Clear? And my name is Vijay Kumar. Just I'll give a brief introduction related with me, and that brief introduction which I give related with me is like I did my civil engineering from JNTU Hyderabad, and I also have masters in MSc Geography. Like I have did my masters in geography. Along with that, I have immense experience of teaching geography subject. Clear? So along with that, I have took the path of teaching because I am very much passionate towards teaching, and along with that I am passionate enough to teach especially geography subject for UPSC aspirants. And in the last 5 years I have taught, I have dealt many students, I have made many students qualify this examination with geography as optional. Clear? So there is one such kind of platform where you can sit at home and you can easily crack civil services and fulfill the dream of becoming an IAS officer and IPS officer. Here are some comments like hello Bablu, hello Kashish, hello Rahul, hello Amin. Clear? A very good evening to one and all. Clear? Just in between the questions I will be giving you some 20 to 30 seconds time. So try to find out the correct option and try to drop in the comment box so that it would be very motivating for me that students are easily responding, so that I'll be coming with more and more innovative lectures for you. So this Unacademy Plus platform, I'll just give you a brief thing about this. On this platform, clear, there are daily 30 live lessons made on UPSC CSE subjects. Clear? Can you even imagine like 30 plus live sessions would happen on this Unacademy platform? Along with the daily you would be having good amount of doubt clearing sessions. Clear? So a personal interaction and doubt clearing sessions, and every time at the every fourth lecture the educator would be taking on the platform, he would just clear your doubts off. Apart from that, on this platform you would also have some mock test on basis of NCERTs. I'll show you the list of mock tests which are present. Along with that, you will also find like mock tests are conducted on book basis and grand tests are also given. And if you see, you will be experiencing personalized learning on this particular platform, where you would be enjoying the lectures very much. Clear? And you would be enjoying in such a way that the UPSC journey becomes very much easier for you. That is the main motto of this Unacademy Plus platform. Clear? So before moving into the lectures, I'll show you some of the educators who have taught on this platform, who have dealt extremely good. Apart from this, there are more than 79 top educators of India who have easily dealt all the subjects very perfectly, and many of them, they have made the courses in English as well as in Hindi. So whichever language you want to opt that particular language and you can watch these lectures. This becomes highly important, like choose the lecture before you understand the concept. Like हिंदी समझ में आता है तो हिंदी ले लीजिए, इंग्लिश समझ में आता है तो इंग्लिश का लेक्चर सुन लीजिए. तो in this way what happens is like whenever you watch these lectures in your regional language like Hindi, or whenever you watch these lectures in English, this would be amazing. You would be finally knowing that every part of the syllabus has been covered through different lectures. Like some have made courses on economy, and some people have made the courses on science and technology, and some have made it on Indian polity and current affairs and all the issues. Each and every corner of the syllabus has been covered. So please try to get onto the Unacademy Plus platform. And how to get onto the Unacademy Plus platform, I'll be showing you within the upcoming slides. Apart from that, let me show you the mock tests which are present. Clear? So mock test on basis of NCERTs are conducted, clear. So when you write the mock test, you will understand where you are standing, clear, how much what amount of basics are being cleared, what is the amount of percentage you have to still learn. So for example, आपको 30 mark आ रहा है, like if you are getting 100 out of 100, if you are getting 30 marks, then you will understand still you have to travel 70. So this kind of mock test would be helping you very perfectly so to know that where you are actually standing. And mock tests are not only conducted on NCERTs, we also conduct regular tests on basis of book module and subject wise, so that you will be appreciating all these mock tests which are present on this Unacademy platform. Along with that, I'll show how to reach there. Just open your Play Store app and click on Unacademy like learning app over there, and just click on the install button, and you will be redirected towards this page. And when you would be redirected towards this page, please click on the plus button or the plus symbol which is visible over there. Hence back then you will be redirected towards the next page, and hence just type UPSC CSE, Union Public Service Commission Civil Service Examinations, and just get the subscription done. And if you see the subscription values, these are the values which are very much nominal, they are very much reasonable, clear. Like for per month they are only charging 7,000, but I suggest to students they go for 12-month course or 24-month course. Why? Because people who have already started their preparation, they can take the 12-month course, but people who want to start their preparation right away from exact this day, they could take like this 24-month course, because the exam itself is of 1 year nature. Like June में prelims होता है, फिर August September में mains होता है. Like you will be getting the results somewhere in December. Again the interview schedule would be in February, March and April, then the results would come back in May. So hence there is a long procedure. You should have huge amount of patience over there. Hence 1 year exam के लिए चले जाएगा, फिर उससे पहले 1 year what happens is you have to prepare very rigorously. So on this basis, if I calculate, you have to stay with us for 2 years right away from this day, so to crack civil services. And nominally this Unacademy Plus channel, as we team, we are charging just 56,000 rupees for complete course. Like people who are in BTech final year, people who are in their last years of graduation, they can opt this course very perfectly, like 24 months. And Unacademy has given a direct blind offer, like 68,000 has directly dropped down to 56,000. Apart from this, I'll be giving you a discount from my side. Like just use the promo code of Vijay and just try to drop the apply button. When you drop the apply button, the 1 year course rate is 35,000. It will directly have 10% discount when you use this promo code. So try to use this promo code called as VIJAY, that is Vijay, so that you will be easily getting 10% discount directly. So don't miss this offer, get this offer done. And apart from this, if I show you, the offer is also applied for 56,000. Like whenever you take 24-month course, which is of worth of 56,000, and you can use the Vijay code over the 24-month course of price of 56,000, and just see what happens when you click on the apply button. Done. Let's see. Clear. So now directly 10% discount. Clear. So use this promo code so that you would be getting the benefit. Hello guys, I'm just seeing you. I'm just seeing the comments which are being given by students. Please continue the comments and let me understand. Like hello sir, good evening, Jala Kumar, Ajay Chavan, hello everyone. Clear. So now let's move into the lectures which are being provided. Let's move into the lectures. I'll just click down the comments. Please try to be clear, very attentive in this class. I'll be giving you some space of 20 to 30 seconds where I'll be waiting for the answer on the comment box. Then you would be directly explaining what the answer for that particular question is. Clear? So see, we'll start up with the first question. Clear? So the first question, just I'll be giving you 30 seconds time. The Himalayas have, with reference to vegetation zonation, consider the following. This is somewhat typical question. Put your mind over here and just please do drop the comments in the comment box whenever you see this lecture. So what type of forestry do we find? Clear? And here he has given, please note this option also. Clear? So which of the following is the correct sequence if you travel from lower altitude towards the higher altitude across the Himalayas in the Himachal Pradesh? Done. So in general what happens is, first moving altitude wise, like at 1000 meters we will find some kind of forestry, at 2000 meters to 3000 meters we will find some kind of forestry, at 4000 meters we will find some kind of forestry. So you would be having the variation, the zonation of forestry, and the zonation is like, first initially at this level between 1000 to 2000 meters you will find pine forestry, and hence later on you would be finding alpine meadows forestry, and at the topmost of the peak you would be finding mosses and lichens. I'll show you the image. Clear? I'll just show you the image. What happens? See, here at lowest level you will find sub-equatorial type of climate at 0 like meters elevation, somewhat 0 to 1000 meter. Apart from this, evergreen subtropical forestry, then deciduous broadleaf coniferous subalpine, alpine meadows, snow glaciers, and coming to this range, here you will find mosses and lichens. So if you understand this, it would be very easy for you. Clear? Just note down these things. When you note down these things, clear, you would be perfectly guessing the answer. So what the answer is, please do drop in the comment section. You would be 100% knowing this answer now. Clear? What is the answer? Clear? It is 1 followed by 3 followed by 2. Clear? First you will find pine forestry, then alpine meadow, then mosses, then lichens. Done. So next, with reference to tropical cyclone, the next question comes. Clear? With reference to tropical cyclones, consider the following statements. This is one of the best questions which have a greater grip on UPSC. I'll just give you 20 to 30 seconds time. Clear? So just first let's try to understand what tropical cyclone is. Already have explained, like wherever we find low pressure areas surrounding which we have high pressure areas, that is called as tropical cyclone. And if you see the structure of tropical cyclone, if low pressure is formed here, we would be having an ascending air, and that ascending air tends to form cloud formations all along. Like I'll draw the picture again. Clear? This ascending air column tends to drop, and this central portion is called as eye of tropical cyclone. Done. Where you would be having ascending air, also you will be having subsiding air. So hence the eye of the tropical cyclone would have cloudless regions. The central portion, the eye portion, is cloudless. Clear? So let's check out the options which are present. Cyclones are intensified by the energy released due to condensation in the cumulonimbus clouds. Yes, it is true. During cumulonimbus clouds, what happens is, like during cyclones, we would be having formation of cumulonimbus clouds. Hence, this is absolutely right statement. Because of the heavier precipitations which happen through tropical cyclones, we find cumulonimbus clouds over there. Already we have discussed what cumulonimbus clouds are in the earlier lectures. Please go through those lectures so that you understand what cumulonimbus cloud is. The eye is the region of calm with subsiding air. Clear? So I have already mentioned while I was explaining, at the central portion at the eye we have clear cloudless skies. Hence this option also becomes true. And if you see, maximum wind speed is attained in the wall region. What generally happens is, the maximum wind speed which is present, that is attained. What is eye wall? Like for example, if this is the eye of tropical cyclone where you have subsiding air, so hence the cloud formation happens here. This is the wall of this particular tropical cyclone. Clear? So hence at the eye wall you would be having the wind speed is maximum, which is attained near to that of eye wall region. Hence all the three options which are given, they are absolutely true. Clear? So finding out this particular option and all the above is the answer for this question. Let's move into the next question. In context of geographical phenomena, the isostasy, concept of isostasy involves the measurement of which of this following? Please try to comment Please try to comment. I am checking out what the comments are. Please try to comment. Don't give two options. Clear? So only one option is considered. Done. So what is isostasy? Isostasy is a concept which explains about static equilibrium of Earth surface. Like for example, on the Earth surface, we find mountains, we find plateaus, we find plain regions, we have water bodies and everything, right? So as all these landforms are present, what generally happens is this landforms which are present, they maintain some isostatic balance. Otherwise, see, for example, Earth is rotating in this way. Don't you think the Mount Everest, which is of 8 kilometers, would be disturbed? Clear? It would be disturbed, right? So such kind of anomalies would be maintained, and the anomalies are maintained. They are gravity anomalies which are maintained, whereby it would have some root formation. We have a theory of isostasy which is based on Airy, which was given by Airy as well as Pratt, who will explain this concept of isostasy very perfectly. So to understand the deeper concepts of isostasy, join the Plus platform. You would be learning more and more concepts over there. Clear? So the answer for this question is gravity anomalies, which will make the isostatic balance on the Earth's surface. So the pressure difference, intensity of earthquake and oceanic depth, they doesn't make the difference. It is gravity anomalies which would be making the difference. Let's move into the next question. Clear? See here, this is the explanation which is there of isostasy. Just try to see this explanation and make a note of this particular isostasy. And do remember this point. This statement might appear in the further examinations which you ever may write on basis of UPSC. This question might be asked. The isostasy is based on Archimedes principle. Clear? What is Archimedes principle? Please try to comment in the comment section. Next. In a particular region, this is somewhat interesting question. In a particular region of India, the local people breed a night grazing buffalo that can sustain itself in harsh climatic conditions of these regions. This is one of the last remaining habitats of cheetah in India, is known for strange dancing light phenomena locally known as chirbati. He is explaining one of the grassland presence in India. So what type of grassland it is? He wants that particular grassland. So what is this protected grassland is? What is this protected grasslands in the given grasslands? What is the grassland which is present? Just try to recollect it. It is the last remaining habitats of cheetah. It is last remaining habitats of cheetah. Hence, let's see the solution now. Clear? Let's see what the solution is. The solution is bunny grassland. Clear? The bunny grassland which is present in Gujarat. It is one of the largest natural grasslands in the Indian subcontinent and an area that is both social culturally unique as well as it is unique for its ecological importance. Clear? So this bunny grassland which is present, it is important for socio-cultural values. Along with that, it is also important for ecological thing, like ecological perspective. If you check out, this bunny grassland comes into picture, hence that is important ecologically. And please do note this point, this was recently in news. You may get a question from this bunny grasslands. So bunny grassland, try to find out the location. It is in Gujarat. Then try to see Gujarat, what are the states which are for bordering Gujarat, and try to see the importance of Gujarat. Clear? So we'll move into the next question. So this option Meghalaya Plateau is B, just there was a mismatching over here. Option A is Rohtas Plateau, option B Meghalaya Plateau, option C Karbi Anglong Plateau and Vellum Plateau. This feature is an extension of Deccan Plateau and is separated from Chotanagpur Plateau by a fault. Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills form its prominent part. What is the option? What is the perfect option? Clear? If you see, in the northeastern, let's check the answer. What is it? Clear, it is Meghalaya Plateau. Done. Meghalaya Plateau is subdivided into three important hill ranges: Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. What is the capital of Meghalaya? What is the capital of Meghalaya? Meghalaya capital, where it is, in which of the following hills the Meghalaya capital is located? Please do comment. Please do comment what is the capital of Meghalaya, and try to see the capital of Meghalaya is present in which of the following hills. So Meghalaya plateau is an intersected plateau, whereby this plateau has been intersected and formed as different hill ranges like Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills. Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills. Clear? So Meghalaya plateau becomes highly important. Try to see the location, and now try to see the Meghalaya state. Here we have Mawsynram also. Clear? The Mawsynram region, where is Mawsynram located? The wettest place of India, where it is located? Is it located in Garo hills? Is it located in Khasi hills? Or is it located in Jaintia hills? If you also see the Meghalaya plateau which is present, it is also rich in mineral resource like coal, and you will also find iron ore, and this area receives maximum rainfall through the southwest monsoon, and as a result, if you see, the Meghalaya plateau has high eroded surface. Cherrapunji displays a bare rock surfaces, but I want where Mawsynram is. In which of the following nearest hill locations where the Mawsynram is located? Because earlier it was Cherrapunji, which is the wettest place of India, and now it is Mawsynram, which is the wettest place of India. So try to see where actually the Mawsynram is present. This kind of questions are on and often asked by UPSC, and once there was a question of this type, but not exactly of this type. They have asked, like, while you are traveling from Kohima to Kottayam, what is the number of states which you come across? So you have to have a clear understanding of the bordering of states. So please try to locate the Meghalaya, and also please try to see the states which are present around Meghalaya region. Done. So moving for the next question. So here he is explaining about one of the life phases of there, that is Paleozoic era in the geological time scale of Earth. So let's see what is Paleozoic era. If you see, clear. So here comes the Paleozoic era. What has happened in Paleozoic era? Reptile dominate, replace amphibians. Clear, this has happened, and first reptiles were formed, like first reptiles were observed over here, and amphibians were observed, and also first trace of life on land. Do remember this key point. And plants were present, and first fish was emerged, and no terrestrial life. Marine invertebrates are present. Clear? So if you go and watch this question, first trace of life on land, it was there, but emergence of small mammals, extinction of dinosaurs are not present in this Paleozoic era. Hence, Paleozoic era is only related with the first trace of life on land. So just option 1 is perfectly true for this particular question. So once try to see this chart, this kind of questions would also come, and see where the dinosaurs have extinct, where you have seen, and where you have seen the origin of sun, and when like dinosaurs have extinct, they have extinct in Mesozoic era, and what happened during Mesozoic era, and try to see what is Quaternary period, Tertiary period, Jurassic period. So try to see and visualize all these lists, so you will easily understand what are the different phases. According to me, do remember Mesozoic era, Paleozoic era, and do remember Cretaceous period, Triassic period, Jurassic period. These are sub periods in the eras. And try to see Precambrian phase also. Clear? So this is also one of the important era where different things has happened, like blue-green algae has started, oceans and continents were formed during this Precambrian era. So try to see at least this Mesozoic era, Cretaceous, Jurassic and Triassic, and Paleozoic era. So you would be like getting, if you get any question on this basis, you would be getting on these standards itself, so that you can easily understand the question and you can easily attempt all the questions given on this basis. So let's move into next question. This is somewhat you have to think about this question. So the soil question, the soil which is present in high precipitation areas of wet equatorial type of climates. Obviously equatorial type of climate, where do we have equatorial type of climate? From the countries where equator passes, clear, 0 to 5 degree north and south, the countries which have the extension of 0 to 5 degrees, in those regions we experience equatorial type of climate. And there are some characteristics of equatorial type of climate which are already discussed in the previous lectures, but I'll just give a glimpse of it. Like equatorial climate, they doesn't have any summer season, like they doesn't have any winter season. Throughout the year we have maximum insolation, throughout the year evaporation, throughout the year precipitation, throughout the year you will be finding evergreen forestry. Done. So throughout the year what happens is maximum rainfall is present, as throughout the year maximum precipitation is present, hence silica like content, it is low in silica content, clear. So why it is low in silica content? Like for example, every day you have rainfall in equatorial region which is called as 4 p.m. rainfall. In the equatorial region you would be understanding, like you will be understanding about convectional rainfalls which are also termed as 4 p.m. rainfalls. These 4 p.m. rainfalls which are present, they drain the silica content away along with the nutrients, and hence they are rich in sodium and magnesium salts. This is absolutely wrong. And high in humus content, this is also absolutely wrong. And only option 2 is perfect answer for this given statement, clear. So you can check out this equatorial type, what are the which things they have in deficit, like you can once check it out. This is the explanation which is given, clear. But major part of silica is removed from the soil. Done. So the next question, this is also somewhat interesting, and many are commenting good. Please motivate me by commenting and try to drop the options over there so that I will feel better whenever you come across with such kind of comments. Thank you everyone. Thank you Neha, thank you Pranjal. Clear. So with reference to the landform cape, consider the following statements. See, let me explain you what cape is. Clear. Here I'll explain you, like, yes, we have space here. Like for example, in the coastal regions you have hard rock, soft rock, hard rock, soft rock. In this way you have alternate bands of rocks. Like let's examine in this way. And when the sea waves come and when the sea waves hit, it is generally the soft rocks are eroded and hard rocks resist. Done. So when the soft rocks are eroded, what happens is we would be having an inlet of soft rock and the structure changes in this way. Clear. This is hard rock, soft rock has eroded and it has moved in, and this is hard rock. Clear. So these are the erosional landforms made by sea waves. In all the oceanic movements, it is sea waves which will erode. In all the oceanic movements, it is sea waves which will erode perfectly, because apart from sea waves you also have tides, you also have oceanic currents over there. But the thing is, like, tides don't come on and often, but we would be finding on and often hitting of waves. Hence waves would be eroding and depositing most of the landforms in the coastal regions, and this resisted hard rock portion is called as cape, and this inlet portion is called as bay or gulf, or it is simply called as inlet as well. Clear. So the inside portion which has moved, that is called as bay or gulf, and inlet, in a simpler terms, it is called as inlet, and the extended portion is called as cape, or it is called as headland, Clear. So these cape of Good Hope is the best example for this. Clear. So in this way what generally happens is, let me explain you what is the difference between bay and gulf. Clear. And please do remember a statement that the Bay of Bengal which we have, that is of not this nature. Bay of Bengal which we have, that has been formed because of the plate movements. Please consider this statement. Clear. So when you consider this statement, you will never get wrong in the question. Bay of Bengal which is present, that is of not this nature. As the Bay of Bengal started appearing in the form of bay, just we have given it a name as Bay of Bengal, but Bay of Bengal or Gulf of Mexico, they are not at all eroded by sea waves. They are just formed with the plate tectonic movements. What plate tectonic theories is? These kind of theories, when they come in geomorphology, we would be explaining those courses very perfectly on Unacademy Plus platform. So please do subscribe to that platform, and let's see what the answer is now. Clear? Let me make you understand also the difference between Bay and Gulf. See, like for example, an elevated, like a narrow portion which is formed, a U-shaped narrow portion, an inlet which is narrower, that is called as Gulf, but an extreme extended portion is called as Bay. Just to see Bay of Bengal and Gulf of Mexico, you will understand the difference between Bay and Gulf. Clear? So let's see what the answer is like. Clear? So if you move back, so it is a headland or large size extending into the body of water. This is absolutely right. It is prone to tidal erosion. This is also absolutely right. Cape Cameron lies at the junction of Bay of Bengal and Strait of Malacca. This is wrong. Cape Cameron is present at the junction of Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Hence, wherever you find option 3, just eliminate this. So hence option B is perfectly right, and hence here you have the explanation related with Cape. See here, Cape Cameron is tip of mainland peninsular India, which lies at the junction of Arabian Sea as well as Bay of Bengal. Clear? So let's move to the next question. Done. With reference to the type of precipitation, which of the following are correct? Which of the following are correct? Clear? So we'll try to see the precipitational aspects. Clear? Where we would be understanding like convectional rainfall is the characteristics of hot climate near the equatorial regions. We have already seen, right? So near the equatorial regions at 0 degree latitude, as maximum insolation falls, what happens is we would be having warm air mass lifting up, and hence it condenses and it creates clouds, and hence we have precipitation. This type of precipitation wherever you find, that is called as convectional rainfall, and in equatorial region it is very huge, that every day we would be having rainfall, and that is considered as 4 p.m. rainfall as well. Clear? So option number 1 is absolutely right. Clear? So option number 1 is right. And next, middle and higher latitudes are associated with frontal rainfall. This is also true. Let me explain you what frontal rainfall is. Clear? So this is 0 degree and we have ascending limb from this, and that subsides at the Tropic of Cancer or Capricorn, and from this horizontal movement of air moves until 66.5 degree, and from here the cold wind comes. So when the cold wind comes, do remember this statement, both would never mix. Both would never mix, because they are cold, they are warm. They are cold, they are warm. Polar region winds, they are cold. Subtropical region winds, they are warm. Hence here a front would be formed, like an inclined bench like structure, which is a vacuum. That's it. Clear? So whereby the warm air mass lifts up, condenses and creates precipitation. This type of precipitation which happens in middle and higher latitudes, they are called as frontal rainfalls. Hence this is also absolutely true. Clear? So 1 and 2 are right. Next, relief rainfall is mostly concentrated on the leeward side. If you have watched, like if you have seen the previous lectures, clear, I have made you understand, like this is a mountain range, this is the water body, and when the wind tends to come, wind lifts upwards and it creates cloud formation and precipitation. This is orographic rainfall. Done. So here on windward side, this is windward side of the mountain which receives rainfall, but this wind moving back to the mountain range, this is called as leeward side. This doesn't experience huge rainfall, hence we don't experience any kind of rainfall on the leeward side. But in the options, if you see, what is the option which he has given? Clear? So relief rainfall is mostly concentrated on the leeward side. This is wrong statement. Hence option number 1 and 2 are blindly right, and option A, that is the solution for you. Next, this is also highly interesting. Antecedent क्या होता है? Like what is antecedent river? So take 20 seconds of time. So what is antecedent? He is asking like which of the following rivers are antecedent. Let's see what antecedent is, then later on we will see. Antecedent rivers are those rivers which are older than the structures. They cut across. Like for example, if you have a plain region on which the river is flowing, clear? So if you have a region on which river is flowing, and if suddenly some elevated regions have been formed over here, and these rivers, they doesn't change the course, they cut across these mountain ranges and they will move further. These kind of rivers are called as antecedent rivers. These kind of rivers are called as antecedent rivers. And in the given option, Sutlej river is formed before the structure was formed, before the Himalayas were formed. Kosi river was formed before the Himalayas were formed. Subansiri river was formed before the Himalayas were formed. But these have never changed the courses. They have cut across and they have moved further. Hence all the three options are perfectly right for this question. Hence Sutlej river, Kosi river and Subansiri river, they are the best examples. And try to see, Sutlej is a tributary of, Kosi is a tributary of, Subansiri is a tributary of. Which of the following rivers? Please do comment. Please do comment. Clear. Sutlej, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Sutlej. What are these? Tributaries of Indus river. Indus river. So try to come across with Indus river and its tributaries. They are highly important. And also try to see what Indus Water Treaty is and what is the issue we have with Pakistan. Indus Water Treaty 1960, have Pakistan have rights on all the rivers, or India also have right on those rivers? And what type of a delta is created by Indus river and where Sutlej river joins the Indus river? These are the things which you have to concentrate. And Kosi is a tributary of Ganga, the river Ganga. Kosi is called as Saptkosi in Tibet, Trikosi in Nepal, Kosi in India. When it enters the plain regions of Bihar, it on and often changes its course because it has huge volume of water. As it has huge volume of water, clear? So what generally happens is 7 different streams start from Tibet and they join as 3 streams. And these three streams, they merge. And when they merge, they enter India as one single stream, that is Kosi, where Kosi on and often changes its course. Why? Because Bihar entirely is a floodplain region. So in the plain topography, easily the river can meander and change its course. That is the reason why Kosi river which is present, that would be termed as Sora of Bihar. As it changes the course, we would be having floods. Whenever you see in the newspaper that Bihar has hit with floods, then the only reason, that is Kosi, it is called as Sora of Bihar. And along with that, Subansiri, it is a tributary of Brahmaputra. See where the Subansiri joins with the Brahmaputra river. Clear? Next, with reference to Earth's axial tilt or obliquity, consider the following statements now. Clear? So they have given the options like Earth has the largest axial tilt of all the planets in the solar system. Let's examine, let's see that we also don't know such kind of facts. And less tilt results into less severe seasons, which means cooler summers and milder winters. If Earth might have not been tilted on its own axis, the Earth is tilted on its own axis by 23.5 degrees from the straight angle. Here Earth has been tilted on its own axis. That is the reason why we have concept of season. Hence revolution plus concept of tiltness, revolution plus tiltness of the Earth axis, they are the reasons for concept of seasons. If Earth might have not been tilted, let's examine in this way. Every time the sun rays might have fallen on the equator, where we might have experienced huge temperatures near the equator, extreme summers, and moving away from the equator, these regions, the North Pole and South Pole, might have experienced huge, like in this equatorial region, we experience huge summers, and moving away from equatorial regions, polar regions might have experienced mild winters. Like it is not only the polar regions, the higher latitude regions might have also experienced huge winters. Hence this is absolutely right. But let's check about the option number 1. And here comes, read out the statement. Uranus has the largest tilt in the solar system, where its axis is tilted about 98 degrees. 98 degrees. Do remember the Uranus planet. Uranus planet. Clear? What is the exact row of Uranus planet? What number of satellite it is? What is the number of Uranus? Clear? Which falls in the nearest and farthest distances from the sun. Clear? So it is highly tilted, and hence given option number 1 is absolutely false. It is Uranus which have maximum tilt. Hence only 2. B becomes the option. Hence only 2. The B becomes the option for this particular question. Done. So let's see, next is also somewhat interesting question. Try to see this. With reference to Earth's magnetic field, consider the following statements. It is formed as a result of convective movement in the Earth's inner core. Clear? So generally, as per our basic knowledge, Earth is dominated with iron. In fact, the central core which is present, that is dominated with iron. Hence, because of maximum iron presence in the center portion of the core, we have the Earth's magnetic field which got developed. This is the basic thing which you should learn. It is not because of the convective movements. This is absolutely wrong. Clear? Let's see the second option. The alignment of magnetic field is not stable over geological time and may even get reversed. Clear? So it is true. What generally happens is option 2 is like absolutely true. What generally happens, I'll explain. See, this is Earth's north pole, this is south pole, and this is magnetic north and this is magnetic south. Clear? So generally what happens is, when the volcanic lava, clear, comes out, we have reversal, like we have the concept of reversal of polarity. Why the polar, why the magnetic poles would be reversed, I'll be explaining in a brief manner. Like what generally happens is, in the interior of the Earth, the core which we have, it is surrounded by liquid. Like we have liquidified iron over there. The liquid portion is covered above the hard crystal portion of the iron. So as this we have the liquid portion, clear, what generally happens is, this will try to make the central portion of the core to rotate. When the liquid moves, the central portion of the Earth, that is the solid iron, will also move. Let's assume that this is the magnetic north and magnetic south, and Earth has been, the center portion of the iron has been moving because of the liquid which is adjusted, and hence if the iron has moved in this way, the magnetic north moves in this way. And if iron has still tilted, then magnetic north becomes in this way. And hence iron has mostly tilted, magnetic north. And hence finally magnetic north may come near south pole, magnetic south pole may reach the north pole. And hence this concept is called as reversal of polarity. And this reversal of polarity is one of the most important concepts in the present days, which explains the plate tectonics theory. Like as the lithospheric plates are moving, as we have the lithospheric plates which move, generally what happens is, the plates have connection with the reversal of polarities, because the plates on the oceanic basins, what happens is, the oceanic basins are mostly formed from the volcanic lava or magma which comes out during the volcanism, and hence they adjust according to the polarity which we have. As they adjust according to the polarities, the plates tend to move, and hence this concept have a linkage with plate tectonics theory. And hence let's see the options. Clear? So option 1 is absolutely wrong, and hence the alignment of magnetic field is not stable over the geological time. It may get reversed, as I have explained the concept of polarity. Option B is absolutely right. Option B is absolutely right. Clear? So this is the explanation given. Please, you can pause it and watch this explanation which has been given. Next, the drainage pattern of an area depends on which of the following? The drainage pattern, like, see, we have different drainage patterns. We have drainage pattern in this way. We may have drainage patterns in a rectangular way. We may have drainage patterns in a linear way. Clear? And in this way we may have different drainage patterns. So on what factors the drainage pattern is decided or depends, the drainage pattern depends upon various factors. It depends upon time, absolutely true, because within course of time what happens to the crustal surface, what we know. So hence time is also one of the factors which would be like affecting, which would make the drainage pattern to happen. Apart from this, the structure of rocks which are present, they are also important. Clear, they are also the factors, and hence topography is also factor, and hence amount and periodicity of water flow. All these are factors, all these are factors which will determine, all these are factors which determines the drainage pattern. Clear? So hence option D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Option D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? How many of you were correct? Yes, most of you are correct. Clear? So all the options are very perfect. Clear? So here, this is the explanation about different drendric patterns and different radial trellis patterns and centripetal patterns. And I could not present the images perfectly over here, but try to check out the images so that you will be very well adjusting with the question and you can easily understand what are these patterns are. So to deeply understand, please come to Plus platform where you will be briefly explained, where you would be comprehensively explaining, where all the faculties, like we have Rizwan sir on the platform, we have Dipanshu sir on the platform, and along with me I also teach some of the geography concepts on this Plus platform, so you would be easily understanding what these concepts are. So try to subscribe it today itself, don't waste your time. So let's move into the next question. So this is an explained, like this following lakes which are present, that has been explained above, and you have to choose which particular lake is explained in the above passage. So it is like largest freshwater lake of India. The lake has been designated as wetland of international importance under Ramsar Convention. Try to see what Ramsar Convention is. It has huge ecological importance, and local villagers harvest a type of grass from the lake as a raw material for use in the mat making cottage industry. Clear? So what lake this is? Clear? So it can't be Kolleru lake, like it is also in the Ramsar Convention list, but it is Wooler lake. It is Wooler lake which is present, which is explained in the above passage. No doubt at all that this Wooler lake will help in mat making industry. While you read about Wooler lake, you have to come across, and many people, they are dependent upon this Wooler lake. That is the reason why ecologically it has given huge importance. The answer is Wooler lake. We'll move to the next question. The Jovian planets are mostly in gaseous state. What are Jovian planets? Clear? The outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. All these are called as Jovian planets or outer planets. Clear? Why they are still in gaseous state? The asteroid belt providing shield against solar winds. This is a foolish statement. This is absolutely right. Asteroid belt can't stop solar winds. Please yaad rakh lo, like asteroid belts have been stopping the solar system. They might have created huge amount of immense disturbance in the solar system, the family of solar system, and hence it is only the distance from the sun which is the correct option for this. Jovian planets, if you see these are the Jovian planets. I have not given the list, but I have explained, like it is Jupiter, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are all called as Jovian planets. Next, the term mesas and buttes. What are they? Clear? Simply they are wind formation. Wind erodes these mesas and buttes. Generally what happens is a block-like structure is eroded in such a way the adjacent rocks are eroded and this rock would be remained, and these larger forms are called as mesas and shorter forms of this are called as buttes. Clear? So they are steep-sided tabular masses of worn-down plateaus. Clear? They are called as mesas and buttes, which are formed by wind. Generally in the desertified regions, whenever you observe such kind of wind topographies, you would be observing the steep-sided cutted tabular masses, which are nothing but mesas and buttes which we have. So hence option C is the right answer. Here I have given the explanation. Next, which of the following local wind provide relief from the extreme weather conditions to the inhabitants of the region? Clear? So try to check out where these local winds are: Harmattan, Fremantle, Doctor, as well as Kamsim. So try to locate them and try to comment in the comment section. If you see, apart from the above 2. The rest, Khamsim is not the correct answer because Khamsim is oppressive, hot, dry and dusty south or southwest wind occurring in North Africa around Eastern Mediterranean and the Arabian Sea. Somewhat near to the Egyptian region you would find such kind of Khamsim as a local hot and dry wind in the late winters and early summers, but most frequently they would be formed between April and June. So hence Khamsim is one such kind of a local wind which blows in Africa, which is not explained. Local wind provides relief from the extreme weather conditions. They will not provide any relief from the extreme weather conditions. Hence option number 1 and 2, B becomes the option. Clear? So try to find out where these winds are and try to locate them in your atlas, Harmattan, Fremantle and Khamsim. Clear? So here this question was somewhat mismatched onto the concept like Karakoram ranges, the highest peak is K2, Alps it is Mount Blanc, and Andes it is not Mount Albert. Andes, Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak of Andes. So hence option A, 1 and 2 are right. Here the coding has not been mentioned. So in the option A, 1 and 2 has been given, hence both are perfectly right. Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak of Andes, it is not Mount Albert. Clear? So hence thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. For notifications for daily updates, please click on the bell icon, and if you have liked this video, give a like symbol, and also do subscribe to Unacademy Studios Race channel, which is the largest channel for UPSC. And please click on the bell icon so that you will get the regular notifications of Unacademy Studios Race. And please give a thumbs up symbol. Thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Jai Hind.